You want to snipe like this? You want to hit your shots like this? You want to be able to see people like this? You want to be able to flick on people like this? You want to be able to plant the bomb and then still flick onto the guy who's trying to shoot you while you're planting? Well, stick around because that's exactly what you're finna learn. I'm finna give you the best settings to Call of Duty Vanguard possible for you and why you should use them. Alright guys, now we're gonna take a look at my settings, what I use, why I use, and why maybe you should try them out. Keep it in mind, I do not use, I'm a controller player, always been, recently just switched to PC, so this is a new for me. Graphics, display, this is not for console, this is your shit. Quality, the only thing on here that's gonna be on console is depth of field, and you want this off. Basically, it just gives you less blur. That's it. Keep it off. Yeah, you don't want blur. You want to be able to see as much as possible. So keep this off. And gameplay, right? Most important setting, field of view. As you see, I have my one on 120. Let me just you can already see the camera zooming in. 80, I believe is what is standard when the game ships. Alright, look at this. Fucking hell. Like you see how, and it just feels so slow. Like you see, it just feels so fucking slow-mo. And now if you go back in and I crank it back up, you can see I see a lot more of my screen. And the movement just feels faster. And that's the first things you're gonna notice when you pump it up is the movement. It feels so much faster, it feels so much better, and you're gonna be so fast and everything. And most importantly, it lets you see a lot more, like you just saw on the screen itself, right? And you want to be able to see, you want to be able to see if someone's peeking there, you want to be able to see if someone's peeking there, and you want to see someone up his ass, right? You want to see everything. The more you see, the better. Keep this at affected so you don't fuck up when you ADS and when you not ADS and stuff. Basically, that's it. Keep this unaffected, trust me. Camera movement, this is standard on 100. This is not what you want. It's gonna keep your camera moving a lot. You want us less, at least on 50, because that's the less you can go minimum, and that's what you want. You want your camera to move as less as possible. The same adds some motion, but it just makes everything blurry, just makes your shit move a lot more, which is not what you want. You do not want blur. You want pure picture quality. You want to be able to see people. You don't want to fucking see blur. Turn this every motion blur off. You see motion blur in my clips because I add it because it looks nice. I do not play with it. And I don't think any pros play with it. So don't. Audio settings, this is something you're going to have to test out for your shit. This is, on my PS5, this was a lot different for what it's on my PC because hardware is different, headset is different, mic is different, everything is just different, right? So you got to feel your way, see what works out for you. Music, crank it down. That's all I can say. That's pretty standard. Just music you want off. Controller, alright, let's go. I use 20 sensitivity. I like to be fast, insanely fast. Now, what might surprise you is that on my custom sense per zoom, I have this crank down and up. When you're like, you like to be fast. I like to be fast, but I still like to hit my shots. For me, if I'm not dead on him when I quickscope him, or if I ADS on him with SMG or something, then it's probably gonna be like a drag scope. This is gonna let me flick without sacrificing too much aim. Basically, it's a bit lower than what 20 is because it's 0.8, so yeah. I use bumper jumper and I have my button remapped. I do not slide or crouch with circle. I do with R2. I jump with L2, I jump and I crouch and prone with R2. So when I slide, I just slide with R2. When I jump, I just jump with L2. Which means my thumbs can always be on my joysticks, which means I don't need to move them, which means better aim. Exactly. Better aim, faster movement, you can do a lot of shit. Standard, aim response on dynamic. What this does is, I'll give you, it comes on standard. Basically, imagine that's a guy and that's a guy, alright? So what's gonna happen is that if you have this on standard, it's gonna be stronger than on dynamic. So you're gonna be locked into this guy and you want to flick over to him, right? You want to be able to flick fast. And that's something where standard is gonna like slow you down from him because, okay, he's dead, but the aim assist is still not dead before him. You want to be faster than the game. You want to be faster than the ADS on the game. That's what dynamic allows you. It gives you a little less, not less aim assist, but a little weaker aim assist, which gives you more freedom to do what you want to do. So fast, 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 right? That's what you want to do. You want to be fast. All right, let's get further on. Vibration off. You do not want your controller vibrate. All this is default. Yeah. For the trigger, basically what this is gonna do, if you put it in all like me, it's gonna allow you to be faster. It's gonna take less for you. Basically, the trigger input is gonna be less, which meaning it's gonna allow you to shoot faster. So you're not gonna have to like fully press it down and still gonna fire a bullet, if that makes sense. Same thing with the sticks. It just gives it less movement for you to be able to move them, right? It's gonna make you faster. And gameplay, kind of important. Target emphasis on. I use Black Ops because I got used to it on Cold War and I liked the way Cold War felt, to be honest. So I just use Black Ops ever since it came out. I've not really played on default, to be fair, so I cannot speak on that behalf. Definitely try Black Ops. You might like it, you might not. Not a big deal. 80s emphasis on. 80s this is all standard shit. Let me look. Partial. This you want a partial. Automatic sprinting wall, which basically means like me. Look, I'm just moving. I'm not even pushing my thumbstick down, my left joystick. I'm not pushing it down. I'm just moving. And that's what you want to be able to do, because I know how it is to fucking hold this shit down. Your thumb gets kind of fucked up in the long term, right? If you're gonna be able to game for some hours without taking a break, you're gonna need your thumb. So, put it like that. If you put this on, let me see here, where to go. If you put this on automatic sprint, it's just gonna, like, if you double tap it, then it's gonna sprint. You do not want that. Fuck that shit. You want automatic sprint. Auto move forward to off. You want to control your movement. You do not want to be able. You do not just want to be moving without you actually moving anything, right? You want to be fully in control of your movement. Sprint cancel reload. I use this because look at this. Oh shit! No, I engage back in. That's what you want to do. You want to engage. You don't want to run like a pussy. So that's why I use this on. It helps me on a lot of gunfights and stuff. Put it on tap. Basically, it's gonna be a lot faster for you. So instead of you having to hold it down, you're just gonna have to tap it and just boom, you slide in. Same with the ADS. This is all standard shit. What I'm saying. Standard. Parts reload. What this does, well, it's not. At least it's not gonna let you pick up any guns, right? That's basically what it says it should do. So, and it haven't done that for me. It helps me a lot. And that's it for the settings, lads. Carcaster, this is not something we're gonna touch. And that's it, boys. You want to see a movement drill? I do. You want to see how I move? You want me to learn you how to move like a god? You want to see my aim drill? I have an insane aim drill I used to use back in my competitive days. If you want to see anything else, let me know. And I know, I sound like an idiot. I've been awake for 48 hours. I am a full-time student and I work part-time, so keep that in mind. I do not play Call of Duty all day anymore. I used to when I was a competitive player. I had no life, right? So like, I know I sound like a dick. I know my editing skills is not the best. I know my video might not be the best, like, for teaching, but I'm doing what I can to show you guys, and every criticism, it helps. Like, let me know what I'm doing wrong, let me know what I'm doing good, and I'll take it into consideration. I'll do my best. If anyone even watches this, like, I'll be thrilled. So that's basically it, guys. Take care.